You dressed up for the audition for Lord of the Rings? You actually, they made you dress up.
They didn't know. It was my idea.
Who helped you with that?
So my agent called and said they're holding auditions for Lord of the Rings. Peter's not going to be coming through, so it's not like a meeting. It's going to be a proper audition, like with the casting director. And I just remember feeling like this feels so significant. I need to do something different. And I just intuitively felt, for me, the idea of going to a casting office where you're invariably going to be against a white sort of static office background on VHS with either the casting director or the casting director's assistant reading offlines. All fine, by the way, but that's just what it would have been.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like, I don't know that that's going to be the perfect environment for me to A, be comfortable, but B, to just sort of stand out a little bit, to sort of showcase my enthusiasm and passion for it, and maybe go a little extra to sort of get a little bit more attention for it. So those were my reasons. And I said to my agent, I think I'm going to do my own tape. And she was like, okay. And I'd never done this before. She's like, okay. Well, definitely do that relatively quickly. Like, be expedient about it. Like, don't just languish in the process. And then
a lot of people didn't do this. Now it's part of the norm.
But 100% the norm. That wasn't as common. Although I think a lot did for Lord of the Rings, interestingly enough.
Right.
So I went to a dialect coach. I was working on the dialect. And then I picked up, went to the bookstore. There was a book of artistic renderings of characters from Lord of the Rings and sort of hobbits in general. And there was this sort of chapter on hobbits. And, I'd read The Hobbit. I hadn't read Lord of the Rings, but I was familiar with the idea of them even represented in animation or in drawings.